This will be very exciting, folks. The under-20s origin. Queensland v New South Wales. We'll mention who a lot of these players are aligned to as we head throughout the game as well, including Corey Allen. If memory serves me correctly, I think a few weeks ago he signed for the Rabbitohs for the 2019 season, the Queensland fullback. Haven't Melbourne, Blocker, got some good fullbacks? Scott Drinkwater, Jerome Hughes, Ryan Pappenhausen, all behind the greatest ever, waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah, you know what the great thing about that too, and I'd be very surprised. Well, I think it's almost certain that Billy Slater will stay down there in Melbourne and try and nurture all these guys through. It's very important to get to understand when you've got a bloke like that. I didn't see Clive Churchill play, but if he was better than Billy Slater, he must have been a super player.
He can do a lot, Billy Slater. And these guys, one of the great thrills, not only playing a game like this, but also training with the Origin side as well.
Yeah, playing the opposed, always good experience too. The secret of the word out was that Kurt Wiltshire, he carved up a couple of the Queenslanders too, so good news for him. I'm really looking forward to seeing him get his hands on the ball early, especially some early ball.
It just so happened, I was standing on that corner when he beat Dane Gagai in a very good move, and the man who set it up was the player who's going to kick off this evening, and that's Jake Clifford. Folks, if you haven't seen Jake Clifford play, and a lot south of the Tweed wouldn't have, you will get plenty of opportunities in the not too distant future to see him in action, because I'm sure Paul Green will give him a go in the Cowboys team between now and the end of the season, and this is the worst possible start for Queensland.
Well, there it is, the commentator's curse. You're just giving him a big rap there, young Jake Clifford. He kicks the ball out on the full, so swirling conditions here at Suncorp Stadium. New South Wales get the first penalty after a kick out on the full. They'll try to find touch through their 5/8.
So O'Hagan finds touch. This is an ideal opportunity now for New South Wales to register first points. They found touch. Can't miss O'Hagan. He's got the bright red hair. And there's the first hit up of the afternoon for Kafusi. Kafusi there for New South Wales. Here's Flanagan, O'Hagan, Pappenhausen, nice pass. Zeri, well wrapped up is Bronson Zeri. And they're going to push him towards the touchline. Good defence, Queensland there. Options here for Flanagan. He goes to the big number 10 who's put on his back. Gula is upended in the tackle. The lock forward now has got it. And that's Curran. Good run there from Curran. Numbers to the right. They go that way. Poor pass. Well picked up in the end by Wilton there in jersey number 17, who's starting the game. Flanagan. Little grubber kick, and it's fielded at the back by Clifford. And they force a dropout.
That's a nice end of set of 6 there for the New South Wales side. Sort of went side to side there in their first set after getting the penalty. Forced the line dropout on Queensland. It's all about pressure in these big games. Great start from Flanagan. The little grubber kick in goal. They couldn't clean up at the back that time, Queensland. Forced into the line dropout.
And there is the dropout. Thought they might have, after what happened earlier, just go straight down the middle, but not on that occasion. Good return there by 2. Flanagan, here's Gula. He's a big man. Nice tackle. Harry Grant in there first. They get him to ground eventually. They cut out Kafusi, go to Flanagan. He goes to the lock, who's put it down. So a mistake there by Curran and Queensland. They do well in the end, Blocker, to survive.
Yeah, nice defence there from Queensland. Put under the pump early in this game. They got off their line and put some pressure on. Just getting numbers in the tackle there, and a good turnover. First opportunity we get to see Queensland with the football.
15 short of halfway, the Maroons. First use of the football, as Blocker said. They've got some aggressive, hard runners of the football as well. That's a good hit up there by the big number 11 in Geraghty, who's played just about all the season for the Sunshine Coast Falcons and Intrust Super Cup in Queensland. 10 metres inside New South Wales territory. Here go Queensland. Pat Carrigan with a hit up. Now Clifford, they go down the short side here. Little grubber kick, and it's well done there by the winger there, Billy Smith.
Yeah, I thought it was a strange play there to put the foot to ball there. If you saw that, they had numbers. Oh, there's some aggressive defence there from Queensland. Got the New South Welshman hemmed in the left-hand side of the field. It's good to see him bridging up too and try and put some shots on.
Yeah, it was Harry Grant, blocker, who made that tackle. Then he backed it up too and got around the legs of Big Gula for the next one. Harry Grant, he's understudy to Cameron Smith at the Melbourne Storm. Now they look to go wide here. Wilton, he's put on the ground there by AJ Brimson, who's been playing for the Titans in recent times. Kick there from Flanagan from just outside the 40.
Yeah, that's a nice kick downfield too from Flanagan. Looks like he puts a lot of thought into his kicking game. He split the fullback and the winger there. The ball was bouncing around on the turf, allows the chasers to get up as quick as they can.
Good solid start to the game. Queensland, they were on the back foot early after sending the kickoff out on the full. Grant picks it up, goes, then he goes to the lock forward there. Another one with the red hair. You can't miss him, Corey Horsburgh from Canberra. Plays with the Canberra Raiders. There's a little kick over the top there from Clifford. Pappenhausen. Just beautiful how he just got across field there, saw where the kick was going, on the bounce, took it without breaking speed, blocker.
Yeah, he tacked the football. He's a wonderfully skilled, really balanced runner at the back there for the New South Wales side. So looking forward to see how they just warm themselves into this game. It's been a little bit of a battle so far. Each side not giving a quarter.
And look what that does from Pappenhausen. Smith, then two, taking the next two hit-ups, both wingers, and they're over the halfway line now with not one forward having touched the football.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a shame we don't see the under-20s competition anymore. So a lot of these guys just going about their business, trying to make their way to first grade. I hope we don't lose a lot of players because of it.
Flanagan, kick, pressure there. It's been knocked on. This will be 6 more for New South Wales. Great opportunity here for the Blues. And now the ball's come free. They're going to blow the first knock on. They are. So saying that there's been no advantage.
Well, I disagree with that. I think it should be Queensland's ball. Now, when you have a look at it, you have ample time to clean up at the back there and run the ball forward.
Well, he ran 13 metres, then dropped it.
Well, I think it was 20 across field and 10 forward. Yeah. I reckon that's a pretty tough call on Queensland, to be fair.
But New South Wales feeding the scrum.
They're going to turn this into points, but they've had a lot of field position in this game. Already forced the line drop out. They've got to come away with points here.
Well, fancy themselves off the scrum, I'd say. O'Hagan, here they go, out wide. On the bounce to Smith, and it's been knocked on.
Gee, I've got to see how that ball went forward. I would say every time now in the NRL and the big boys, every time the ball goes on the ground now, they call it a knock on. Let's have a look at it again. Well, that ball's gone back, but anyway.
They would have been happy for that one to be.
They deserved a little bit of a reprieve too, the Queenslanders, because they didn't come away with the ball when they ran 10 metres, so it's all square now.
Still 0-all. We've had 7.5 tough minutes of football in the under-20s origin. Peter Basoldis and Steve Roach with you, and here's a mistake. A mistake there for Queensland. Dropping the ball was the centre, taking a hit up, Kurt Wilshire.
Yeah, it's poor play too, isn't it? Like, it's paramount. You know, when you're running one up like that, you just got to have ball security. I don't think the defence there was that solid from New South Wales, but if Queensland keep inviting them into this sort of field position, 20 metres out, right in the middle of the park, they might come up with something there, New South Wales.
So O'Hagan will feed the scrum. Robson's at the back of it. He takes it out the back. Now goes to Flanagan. Here they go, New South Wales. Xerri brought down. Great field position. 2, just gives the ball straight away to Wilton. And Wilton's 10 metres away from the line. 20 in from touch on the eastern side of Suncorp Stadium. Good hands here, the dummy throw in. And a tackle had to be made by Geraghty.
Great tackle
Otherwise,
too.
Pappenhausen was in. Now, the mistake has occurred and Queensland get a reprieve and the natives are restless, Blocker. They're just a bit of jersey grabbing.
Oh, yeah, that's all you can do now. Look, what do they call it? The jumper punch, the forward pass there from the dummy half from New South Wales. Just both sides a little bit nervous to start this game, but yeah, a little bit of push and shove, a bit of handbags at 10 paces. Good to see there's a bit of furl in the game so far.
Yeah, it's been some big hits.
Is there what? And one-on-one stuff too. Both sides just dishing it up. Queensland in trouble, but they've hung on again. They've been in trouble so far early in this game of footy. Just looks like an age since they've been up the other end here.
Yeah, what price of penalty now for Queensland? They'd duly accepted, or at least from Justin Hodges' point of view, they need to get to a kick. They can't keep inviting this very strong New South Wales team into their territory. I'll tell you what, a run like that will certainly help from Fermor. Now Grant, off the back of it, he's able to give it to the big number 8 there in Flegler.
Yeah, so important for a big front row. That was a great run there, but it was all set up from his player before him finding his front, and that allows him to kick on the front foot here. Pappenhausen cleans up at the back for New South Wales, but a great set from Queensland.
Yeah, well done. Good kick, good chase there by Clifford. And now New South Wales make a mistake. So Queensland changing the momentum of the game.
Well, you mentioned it, some solid defence there. They've done well too, haven't they? One-on-one tackles there from Queensland. The ball's come free. Let's see what they can come away with. New South Wales up the other end. Had ample time and ample football to come away with some points. Let's see what Queensland can do.
Carrigan plays it. Now out the back they go. Brimson. And good tackle there on the fullback, Corey Allen. Penalty to Queensland.
They look like they're a little bit slow to get off. They attacked that left-hand side. Some good footy there by Queensland. Looks like, are they going to put the pressure on here? But they're taking their time still. A lot of indecision out there for Queensland. I think they should take the tap. Here they go.
Yeah, especially to Blocker, considering how much pressure they've been under. Just get the footy in hand at the right end of the field from a Queensland perspective. Test here for the New South Wales defence. Flegler. Broncos contracted player playing for Winner Manly in the Intrust Super Cup. Stop there. Good tackle it was from Gula. Here's Clifford showing, going. That's why I gave him a rap before the game. Jake Clifford has got sensational vision, good acceleration, but Blocker, all too easy.
Yeah, Gurler, it is just a repeat set. That's dangerous position there for New South Wales. The first time really that Queensland's been down here, they got a repeat set. Bad news for the New South Wales defence. It was a big number 10, Gurler, that just come across. And I think he just looked up and seen him, Jake Clifford there. Says, I'll take on the front row here with a good little bit of footwork. Gets around, scores a try next to the post. And just like that, after being under all sorts of pressure, the Queensland side opened the scoring.
How often do you see it? A team that is on the back foot for the first 10 minutes of a game, they get an opportunity and they go and score, no matter the level.
Well, I'll tell you what I do love. I love number 7s that run the football. All the great ones can do it. And we gave this kid a little bit of a rap before the game, Jake Clifford from North Queensland Cowboys. Looks like we're going to hear a lot more about this kid. He opens the scoring with a try. Looks like he's going to have the conversion attempt too. What else does he do?
I'll tell you what he did a few weeks ago. Now, he plays for the Northern Pride in the Intrust Super Cup. Now, I've got the privilege of being able to call the Intrust Super Cup each week, Blocker. And they played one of the favourites for the competition, the Burleigh Bears. Levelled the scores right on full time with a try in the corner. And he did. Remember that Darryl Halligan conversion for Canterbury against Parramatta?
I do.
In the grand final qualifier.
He ruined many a team, Darryl Halligan.
Didn't he, what? Similar sort of kick. Just
wow.
From the sideline. And I can't even put the mock on his goal kicking because he's got it.
He gave it a fair whack. Great conversion there. They open the lead up to 6 points to nil after it's been really all New South Wales in this first part of the first half, but Queensland score the first points.
That they certainly do. It is Queensland in front by 6 points to 0. Ryan Pappenhausen for New South Wales has been outstanding in the early exchanges. But I'll tell you what, Blocker, I'm impressed with this number 17, Tague Wilton. If I was New South Wales, I'd be going to him, just running some dangerous lines on an edge for New South Wales, and he'll look at...
Yeah, you're right, Peter. He's playing on that right edge. It looks like a very difficult customer to put on the ground, being able to stand in the tackles. I'd just like to see a little bit more support from the New South Welshmen when their big forwards are taking the ball forward. Everyone seems to be standing back for the next play.
Tristan Saylor with a run. Oh, and there's a mistake. And that man we were just talking about, Wilton, one of the players to force it. And now, in they come again.
And as you said, it's been through some rugged defence too from both sides. We've started this game. It looks like it means a lot to them too. So here we go after points. 3 in the tackle, the ball goes to the ground. New South Wales come away with it again. Around 30 metres out, so let's hope they can get their act together and just settle down a little bit. Had a lot of football, haven't been able to trouble the scoreboard attendant yet.
There's a look at the Queensland bench. Both captains being called out here. A little bit of a warning.
Well, I'll give the boys a little bit of a breather too. Both sides will be happy about it. It's been a pretty frantic pace so far. Ball been kept in play apart from the kickoff to start the game. So really good performance from both sides so far in this game of footy.
And that's good refereeing too, Blocker. Understands that there's a bit of feeling out there. Ben Watts, the referee, and says, you know what, we'll just have play on here. Didn't try to find something in there that wasn't. Chance for New South Wales to hit back. Oh, bang, get that into you.
Oh, eat some of that.
It's the big number 8, Thomas Flegler. But a penalty to New South Wales.
So what are they saying, that he's come offside? No, he's got there as quick as he could. I thought it was a touch of a forward pass there, to be fair, from New South Wales. But that's a collision. He's onside, there's no doubt about that. But anyway, let's get on with the game. New South Wales are 10 metres out.
Play on here now for Gula. He plays it. New South Wales with a chance. A big chance to score their first points. Watch out for the number 4, Bronson Zeri. That's him there. Good runner of the football. Flegler's got him. Puts him down. He had a bit of help as well. That pass misses Flanagan. Goes to Pappenhausen. Clifford gets him and slings him to the ground. Still a couple of tackles left in the set. Flanagan. There's the number 11 in Burns. Last one here for New South Wales. Which way do they go? They go to Flanagan, throws a dummy, tries to do what Clifford can do, but the Queensland defence holds firm. Once again, Blocker, they frustrate the attack there of New South Wales.
Yeah, they do. He's just trying to mix his game up a little bit there, Flanagan. The first, a little bit earlier, found the grubber kick and got the repeat set. This time he put them on all sorts of pressure and run the football. So not a bad place for New South Wales here. They turn over the footy, Queensland, right on their goal line. So you've got to roll these sleeves up, bite down on the mouth guard. There's some tough runs to be had now for Queensland.
Yeah, there certainly is. It's only one of the things. Oh, there's another strong collision. It was Wilshire. And another mistake. So Queensland, they continue to invite New South Wales.
Well, you're 100% right there, Peter. It's Carrington that comes away with a drop ball. Looks like he had a little bit of a bow peep there. Some great collisions from both sides in this game. It means something to them. But Queensland, although they lead 6 points to 0, you can't afford to keep turning the ball over. Eventually, you will get made pay for the mistakes.
Looks like Johnston about to come on for Queensland. Big Sam Johnston. So another chance here for New South Wales. How many sets have they started inside Queensland's territory? Zeri. He's brought down. Now Gula. Stopped. 22 away from the line.
Just got to be a few more players in motion here for New South Wales. A little bit of one-out stuff at the moment.
The 15 is on there for New South Wales in Kai Rodwell. Strong run from him first up. Here they go. Pappenhausen going for the line, 2 metres away. Big opportunity here for New South Wales. They threw a dummy there, did Robson. Not fallen for. Pappenhausen going to dummy half. Nice pass there, Flanagan. They've got numbers out here. Going for the line, just short, pass to Pappenhausen. It's off hands,
And Queensland.
Hands, knock on Queensland.
Yeah, Queensland have knocked on too. Just expect the unexpected when Pappenhausen gets the footy. He threw the dummy on the outside. Had he thrown the ball over the top here, New South Wales would have scored. They had him stripped for numbers. He should have passed. Gets the ball away eventually. They try to put the grubber kick in. Queensland knock on.
Blocky, there was 3 on, 1 out outside there. Then Bronson Zeri, he wanted it. If not, then Brian 2.
Well, that's
one of them was going to score.
That's a terribly butchered try there, Peter.
But they've still got the ball.
Yep, 100%.
They've still got the ball here, New South Wales. 2 away from the line. Can New South Wales hit back? Will Pappenhausen fancy himself here from dummy half? No, he doesn't. Goes to Kafusi. Oregon Kafusi. He'll get up and play it. Robson throwing dummies. Now, Flanagan.
Nice.
Zeri. 2 for the corner.
And the cameraman.
2. He's taken out a cameraman. But more importantly, he scored a try and a spectacular finish. What a way to hit back New South Wales.
Well, how did he score that try? Geez, it looked like he left the ground 10 metres out from the line. Sensational stuff. This time, they didn't hog the ball. They didn't throw the dummy. They got the numbers on the outside. And that is Brian Toole from Penrith. How did he do that? I feel sorry for the cameraman there. He just got cleaned up. He'll be out for 8 weeks with that. That's a wonderful try to 2.
I hope he got the shot.
Mate, anything for the shot, Pete. Put yourself in positions that you know you're going to get bashed, but you do it anyway. That is a great try there to New South Wales to hit back. It's taken an age. Maybe that might break the shackles a little bit. They might open up now.
I'm just looking at that cameraman over on that side of the ground. He's up on his feet, which is a good thing. You can just see him there just above the Queensland huddle. Oh, look, and I had the binoculars over on him, Block, and he's showing, he must have got a good shot of it because he's got all the cameraman mates around him now having a look at it.
They're all giving him a little bit of a slap on the back, but he's up on his feet. That's the good news. He'll carry on with the shots.
That's right, he will. So a chance here for New South Wales to draw level. It is Flanagan with the kicking duties. He kicked the lights out, didn't he, in the Residents game? I'm sure it was Flanagan who had the kicking duties. Anyway, big chance for him now. Doesn't get much tougher than this. Right in the corner. Strikes it well. It just doesn't hold its line. No, waved away. So New South Wales, they get within 2 points of Queensland. Queensland in front 6-4.
Well, they've got to fix their numbers up too, don't they, on their left-hand defence from this Queensland side. New South Wales have any number of scoring. They've thrown the dummy a couple of times. Not this time. They go out the back. 2, plenty to do. That is just brilliant.
So Brian too, with a great try. What a good game of football. We're over the halfway mark of the first half. New South Wales under 20s trailing by 2. Queensland in front 6-4. Hope you are enjoying your Wednesday night. No matter where you're listening to or watching us, right across Australia. Peter Basoldis and Stephen Blocker-Roach with you.
Gee, I like the hooker there from the New South Wales side, Reece Robinson. But as I said, a little bit more push around the ball. Made a good run 15 metres upfield. He's as tough as nails. But they've got to get with him. They've got players pushing around the football. Don't worry about all this structured stuff, especially in Origin.
Flanagan kicked and then, well, Harry Grant got him. Not much in it. But they're going to say a penalty here because he did get into a dangerous position. It was more a collision than one of those things that can happen. So not surprised as a penalty, New South Wales.
Tell you what I did like there from Grant, good sportsmanship too. He got him in a dangerous position and didn't let him go. He just spun him over so Flanagan could land properly. But New South Wales look like they're going to try and level the scores now. They've had a lot of football in this game. And they've done well, Queensland.
They have. Queensland have done very well. Pat Carrigan having a word there to referee Ben Watts. And I'm sure it's just saying there wasn't much in it, but referee was left with no choice. Given the player was in a dangerous position, just to rule a penalty, not much else in that.
No, you're right, but I suppose they get down this other end now, the New South Wales side, after they'd scored that brilliant try over there in the right-hand corner where they're running towards. The penalty, just too good, too easy, just to the right-hand side of the upright after, well, a dangerous tackle. I'll slip this one over to make it 6-all.
All right, they will. There'll be no problem here for Flanagan. Good striker of the football. Makes no mistake, 6 points all. We're all locked up in the under-20s Origin. Getting ready for Origin 3 tonight at Suncorp Stadium. Great crowd will be in attendance, which will mean that over 200,000 people have seen this year's Origin series. Very well attended.
There's some sort of talk too with the big Origin and game 2 in New South Wales when they played at ANZ Stadium, the 8 o'clock kickoff. They said the crowd was down 300,000. I reckon there'd be 300,000 kids that went to bed. Let's give them an opportunity to watch the game.
New South Wales working it out in their own half. I know there's been a few mistakes, Blocker, in the opening 25 minutes, but a lot of that has been due to some of the real rock-solid defence that we've seen from both teams.
No, you're right, Peter. I love the technique of both of these sides. They get up and under the ball and get their feet in the right position. I love the 20s competition. I hate that we go to games now and we only see one game most of the time. They've sort of been forgotten, haven't they? Well, they should have really made it like an under-23s competition, so at least we can see young fellas coming to the fore. There's a kick out in the full by New South Wales. Now, that was all through the pressure of the Queensland defence again, just chasing from marker, putting pressure on the kicker, and a turnover to the Queenslanders.
Yeah, turnover here for Queensland, and they'll start their set 10 metres short of the halfway line. Most of these players, if they haven't played at a taste of NRL, at least playing two at Intrust Super Premiership for New South Wales or Intrust Super Cup level for Queensland. So 10 metres into New South Wales territory. Strong run there by the 15 who's out there for Queensland. And that's Big Tino Fasua-Mala'awi. Now, AJ Brimson. Nice pass there to his centre in Gamat Shibasaki. Brimson again, starting to get involved. Carrigan. AJ Brimson played a full game for the Titans on the weekend. Mahoney. Brimson. Clifford. Kicks off legs, look out. Hagen got it, but he couldn't get to his feet in time.
Just a little thing, Pete, when you're running at that sort of angle across the field and you try and put kicks in like that, you've got to kick square on and try and find the gap in between. If you kick across field like that, someone will throw their leg out. A little bit of luck that time for New South Wales to clean the football up.
Two best exponents of doing what you just said there, Blocker. Andrew Johns and Alan Langer. Both just past masters at the short kicking game.
Jonathan Thurston wasn't that bad, neither.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Not bad.
I saw just a little bit of an interest. I saw Billy Slater interviewed too on Fox, and he's talking about his greatest 5 players of all time. He had Alan Langer as number 1.
He's someone who never gets mentioned in the argument of who should be an immortal. I'll tell you what, his record, not too many people have it.
I think they're giving him a statue here at Suncorp Stadium too. Is that correct?
Will. They will.
I hope they put it on stilts, little Alfie. I was
Well,
lucky enough to go on the Kangaroos with Alfie. What a character, what a great bloke, a great player.
There's the Queensland bench and the Brains Trust behind. Rob Moore, the boss there. Mitch Constance, Rochelle Wheeler there too, the support staff for Queensland. And in case you were thinking, folks, was that Lottie DeKiri there? Yes, he is one of the assistant coaches for Justin Hodges.
Geez, he could play too, Lottie, don't worry. Dual international.
They all come back, don't they?
Geez, he looked good in the Tigers colours when he went there, I can tell you, Pete. Very handsome.
Clifford drifting across field. Links up with Brimson. Shibasaki. Well, he juggled it. He did very well in the end, Gamet Shibasaki. Another player.
He's powerful too, Pete, isn't he?
Yeah, knocking on the door of Broncos selection. Horsburgh from Canberra Raiders. 5 away from the line. Mahoney. Brimson. Plays tough, Brimson. Here's Mahoney. Oh, all too easy in the end. And they're in. Corey Horsburgh with the try and a little bit of afters. I wouldn't be suggesting you start doing that before the try is awarded. Throwing the ball at an opposition player.
Well, that's what I talk about, Peter, players in motion. This is my favourite play. Benny Elias, the great Balmain player, used to do the same thing with us. Players in motion at the line, the little face ball, getting a big man one-on-one with someone else.
That was like Elias cutting out Sirinen and throwing the ball to Roach.
No, I think it was the other way around.
Oh, okay.
He used to cut out me and give it a zero. I think he got a few more tries than me, the big Finn. What a player he was too, the big buttocks.
His boys can play too. Young Bailey, who we saw a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, young Bailey's got signed with South Sydney too, which is good news. He'll be under Big Sam Burgess. We're playing in that sort of same position at lock forward, so you couldn't get a better mentor or a better bloke to teach you how to play than him.
Corey Horsburgh with the try.
I'll just give him a little bit of advice here. You don't have to carry on after you score. You should be celebrating your try, not going hard against the opposition anyway. Looks like passions are running hot tonight, as they should be in this State of Origin. Well, I call it State of Origin under 20s. Great to see.
On under 20s Origin. Tell you who's been good for Queensland since coming off the bench, Reid Mahoney. Parramatta fans, you got a good one there. He wasn't far off starting the game. I think the selectors for Queensland decided to go with Harry Grant and use Mahoney as the impact player. And that was a nice read out of dummy half. So back out to a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, some great talent on show here tonight, isn't there? Been a great start from both sides. I've been very highly impressed with Queensland's on-goal defence. Just showing that little bit of grit that you need. You need to hang in there long enough. And they lead on the scoreboard at the moment, 12 points to 6. The only problem for New South Wales, their on-goal defence has been pretty ordinary. 2 easy tries to Queensland.
Now, here is a vital stage of the game because the player coming on for New South Wales, Blake Brayley. Yes, the brother of Braden Brayley from Cronulla. He's out there in jersey number 14. If we said watch out for Reid Mahoney as far as the Queensland bench player is concerned, then watch out for this man, Brayley. Had a good game a couple of weeks ago, didn't he, Blocker, in the residence game?
Got some speed out of dummy half too. He's a clever player. He'll seek out the numbers there for New South Wales. They need something. Been a little bit one out so far in this game of football.
Horsburgh plays it. Here's a kick downfield.
That's nice.
Pappenhausen.
Look at the chases there. So it was a great kick from dummy half. Around about the middle of the halfway line. Pappenhausen had to turn around and chase the footy there. A great chase downfield. Enthusiastic stuff from Queensland.
Smith. He's brought down 22 out from his own line. The 16 is there too now. Stefano Haller. Another young Canberra Raiders forward, and a big thing too. Looks powerful. Here we go, Brayley. Dangerous player. Stopped on that occasion, but gets his team on the front foot. Johns. Good run from him. Last one, he has been a good set considering where they started here in New South Wales. O'Hagan, high kick off the side of the boot. Tristan Saylor does well.
Yeah, just having a look where we're calling the footy from, just behind New South Wales at the moment. That kick off the side of the boot, it was a wobbly one. Saylor made it look easy. Took the ball beautifully. Good run from their back five now, Queensland. They're starting to make some inroads.
Gamut Shibasaki with that hit up you were just talking about. Blocker. As I said, there was a couple of weeks ago, both himself and Katoni Staggs named in the Broncos team, and Katoni Staggs was given the opportunity. Shibasaki's still waiting for his.
It'll come. He's a good player, isn't he? Been powerful in the first half.
Yeah, he has been very good. Allen off to the Bunnies. Wilshire. Clifford. Crossfield kick. High kick. Allowed to bounce dangerously. Shibasaki. Saylor. What's he going to do with it? He puts in a nice little kick that was taken just in goal. Just got his foot down in the in-goal area, did Matheson Johns.
Gee, come in field that time, Saylor. I would have liked to see what sort of speed that he had on the outside there, because they were stripped for numbers in New South Wales. Would have loved to have seen him take off. Took the other option, the crossfield kick. It was only a couple of centimetres out.
And as you see there, that was well done by Matheson Johns, but this isn't well done now by New South Wales, just taking a hit up and have knocked the ball on. 5.5 left in the first half. The under-20s origin. Peter Basoldis and Stephen Roach with you from the brilliant Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Good crowd rolling in. There's a lot in Caxton Street at the moment too.
I think they've been there since yesterday.
Well, some may have made it home for a shower. Options for Mahoney. Goes to Tino for Suamala'awi. Played in the under-18s origin. Clifford. Nice little wraparound. Wilshire. That was similar to the play that he beat Dane Gagai with at the opposed training session the other day. Well read there by New South Wales. Big Tino again. Another one on the Melbourne Storm production line. Tino for Suamala'awi. Mahoney, Brimson. Good defence there on Fermor. Shibasaki goes to Brimson. He sees an opportunity down the short side. Shibasaki puts a kick in and off the leg there. So they survived New South Wales on that occasion.
I think that was for two there. He just threw his leg out. That was brilliant play too. He didn't try and clean the football up on the ground. Just stuck the leg out. The ball bounces up for him. That's a special play there for New South Wales. And that time they hung on. Their on-goal defence was good. A couple of soft tries to Queensland early in this first half. But that time they hung on.
Robson playing now as a back rower. Brayley. Flanagan. Here they come, New South Wales again. 10 metres into Queensland territory. Queensland up by 6. 3 minutes left in the half. Kick from Brayley. Corey Allen, good positional play. Both fullbacks been outstanding in the first half. Rock solid both. Brian Pappenhausen for New South Wales and Corey Allen for Queensland. Wilshire. He'll be relishing this, Kurt Wilshire blocker. His team, the Mackay Cutters, in the Intrust Super Cup on the weekend, got beaten by the Ipswich Jets, the Walker brothers. 54 points to nil.
Whew.
The possession. 80% to Ipswich, 20% to his Mackay side.
Well, here's another mistake here from the Queenslanders. Well, you can't win with those sort of stats, mate. No wonder it was 54-0.
80% possession.
It's wonderful, isn't it? And they say they do play a brand of footy that not seen that much from people, the Walker brothers. So
there's a lot of
trying to break the mould,
turning blokes under, running across field, looking for lazy defenders, quick players scattered throughout.
He's made a couple of mistakes in this first half, hasn't he, Carrington? Patrick Carrington, the big front rower, just a nervous start from him. He's made a couple of errors. Not that hard to get up and put your foot on the football, but slippery conditions out here. I know we've had a little bit of afternoon showers here. Not that much rain, but it looks pretty slippery out there.
Pappenhausen, look at him go. Good runner of the football. Wilshire does well. So does Clifford. Smith. Billy Smith. Robson. Here's Brayley. Along the ground it goes. Flanagan switches the point of the attack. Goes to Zeri. If he breaks this one, he could get away. No, well done in the end there by Fasumala Awi. Gets Zeri down. The big number 16 there for New South Wales, Haller. The Canberra Raider. Good run. New South Wales, they'll back themselves to score here. 4 away from the line. Make it 2 away. It was the last. Changeover.
Yeah, that's the second time they haven't been able to get to their kick too. The ball's gone to the wrong man. Flanagan really needs to take control of this. Another turnover. Caught in the last tackle. Queensland get the football back. Let's have a look if they've got a little bit more mongrel in them to try and get the ball loose just before half-time here from New South Wales.
Wilshire driven back. 30 seconds left in the half. Horsburgh, that's been a good battle. He did well there, Wilton. Jolted the ball loose, but they're saying a penalty. Oh. Wow, that's won't mean a lot because there's only 10 seconds left in the half. Thought with him fighting there, blocker, it might have been deemed to be a loose carry.
Well, let's hope they come up with something too now. That's right on half-time. Put up the Gary Allen.
Here they go, Queensland. Last play of the half. Clifford kicking for his winger, but that's well done. Billy Smith got back there, wraps the ball up, and it's half-time in the under-20s State of Origin clash here at Suncorp Stadium. New South Wales making their way out onto Suncorp Stadium. They're trailing by 6. Queensland's in front. They've never won an under-20s Origin blocker.
No, it'd be interesting too that they've put themselves in a good position after being on the back foot in the first half for most of that first half. Went in at half-time leading 12 points to 6. New South Wales showing their enthusiasm. They're out back onto the field, so the coach would have had a few words to him saying about pushing around the football. We need to get a few more offloads and a few more support plays. They were a little bit one out in that first half, and Queensland accommodated too with some great front on defence and just forced them into losing the football at least on 4 occasions. So I'm sure that would have been the message from New South Wales coach Matty King at half-time. Behind on the scoreboard, they've got to fight hard to win this game.
They certainly do. Queensland coming out on the field. They are leading by 6. And they've never won an Origin in under-20s, Queensland.
Yeah, I've got to say I was very impressed with a couple of their players too in the first half. You mentioned the halfback, Jake Clifford. He got the first try. New South Wales the kick-off to start the second half.
And we are underway for the second half. Peter Basoldis and Stephen Roach with you on NRL.com. Well, the Queensland Rugby League, the New South Wales Rugby League as well. This is the under-20s Origin. Good crowd in attendance, watching the stars of the future going around.
And I reckon the message too there from their coach, Justin Hodges, at half-time was just get to your kick, make sure that you don't turn over the football in your own half. They did that a couple of times in the first half, Queensland, so they're ahead. They've got their nose in front. They've got to believe now.
They certainly do have to believe. New South Wales have to believe that they can get right back into it too, Blocker.
I like this bloke too, Horsberg. He's already come away with a try. Big red-headed block forward. Here they are, running the ball on the last, Queensland.
Clifford gets the ball away. Wilshire, he's got his winger outside. Kicks infield, but that's well covered up there by Flanagan it was.
That's a great start from Queensland too. Now, that is a little bit of vision that you see from Jake Clifford. Seeing that the New South Welshmen were back, their wingers were back. So they decided to run the football. Flanagan gets what for too with a nice tackle over the top. They've got them where they want them now. The defence was great in the first half, Queensland. Let's see if they can stick to it.
New South Wales coming out of their own end. Wilton, impressive back rower. Tague Wilton. Been one of New South Wales' best in this half. He's from Cronulla.
Oh.
High kick, there's a collision. And they're saying penalty Queensland.
And it's
with
fair
the two
enough.
fullbacks.
Two fullbacks coming together too. As you mentioned, they had good first half. Corey Allen went for the football. And Pappenhausen just hit him a little bit early. Just let him know he's around too. Just have a look at the reaction here from the fullback for Queensland. A little bit of a push in the head. Game's been pretty fiery. Queensland get the penalty.
Yeah, Queensland do have the penalty. Once again, Blocker, Ben Watts, the referee, just saying, all right, settle things down. We'll just go with the original penalty.
We hope to see the same thing in the big boys this evening. I want to see all the players. I don't want to see referees blowing the pee out of the whistle. I want to see a good open game of footy.
Well.
Pappenhausen somehow.
Oh! And then what are they going to say here? A strip knock on New South Wales. Explain to me what just happened there.
Well, they didn't find touch there. Pappenhausen, the kick for touch there. Pappenhausen somehow got the ball back in field. Now it was cleaned up by a Queenslander. And the number 17 for New South Wales 20s, Mahoney was right in the slot, tried to one-on-one strip the big fella, but knocks the ball forward. Some wonderful skill there by Pappenhausen. Here's the one-on-one strip now. The ball is knocked on by New South Wales. Queensland lucky enough to get the football back.
Well, how quick did the winger Murray Tuolangi get down there for Queensland?
Well, it shows a little bit of desperation in these sort of origin games, and they're playing for keeps, mate. It's not tiddlywinks.
No, that's right. Strong run there from Garrity. From the Storm. Carrigan. Strong hit up from him.
Yeah, you're going to be a good player, that bloke.
Went to school just 5 minutes up the road. A 5-minute walk up the road. Here we go. Long pass, not handled. Put down there by Tuolangi.
Oh, Tuolangi. The pass was a bit above his head, but you don't get that many opportunities in these sort of games. He should have swallowed that one. Should have taken it. I think he had eyes for the try line. I know the pass wasn't that good, but good players make bad passes look good. They should have opened the scoring in the second half. That time the Queenslanders. Ball goes to the ground. New South Wales hanging on. Here's a little raid on the short side again. Brimson. And look at that. Should have swallowed that one. Just a little bit shallow there, Pete. A little bit more depth. Queensland would have scored.
New South Wales team are here. The bus arrived. Well, when did we see them arrive? Blocker, about 15 minutes ago, didn't we?
They're here early, aren't they? They're all out on the field there at half-time, just kicking the footy around, listening to a few beats. New South Wales get a penalty now, and a relieving one too. I'll tell you what, that's good for a big forward too, because you don't have to work your backside up to get up the other end of the field. You get the penalty, 50 metres down. Now I'm ready to rumble.
O'Hagan, he's the big fella. Look at him go. Again, Haller. And, he's knocked the ball on this occasion.
Just fights for every centimetre, every inch. Haller, he's been good. There's a mistake too, and early in the tackle count. Queensland will love that. They'll get the football back. Unfortunate not to score only a couple of minutes ago.
Look, have a look at the two players that are about to pack in the scrum nearest to camera. The two big number 15s there. Well, 116, sorry, in Hella and Fasuamala Awi. They've still got a couple of years of growing in them.
Well, they need to, at 20 years of age, you probably haven't got that hardness. You know what I mean? Like, their bodies are big, but they need that extra couple of years, a couple of off seasons in the gym.
There is Fasuamala Awi.
We're going to see some special players come out. I love keeping my eye on these guys.
Horsburgh.
That's it, the offload. That's exactly what they need.
And straight away, Mahoney just gets it out wide to Garrity. Good tackle on Garrity, putting him on his back. Johns was in there, O'Hagan as well. Good defence, New South Wales. Carrigan. And he would have seen Suncorp Stadium nearly every day on his way to school. Now he's playing here in an under-20s origin. Clifford, off hands, New South Wales. That'll be 6 more tackles. It is Corey Allen now. 11 away from the line.
Now we'll see the test the medal here of the New South Welshman. The tackle count restarts. They've got to hang on now. They should have plenty of energy. It's only the start of the second half. They've got to hang on here.
Good tackle there from Rodwell. Clifford drifting across field, goes short. 2 away from the line here, Queensland. Wilshire, he'll play it. Mahoney.
What a waste of a tackle there.
Easy pickings there. Reed Mahoney. Carrigan. 2 away from the line. New South Wales defence holding firm. Mahoney. Oh, is that an instant replay of what we saw in the first half? Because he's done it again. Lightning can strike twice. Jake Clifford scores his second try of the night. And Queensland extend their lead, 16-6 with a kick to come.
Well, he's just got explosive power and speed off the mark again. Gets out to the outside of his men. Clifford scores. He's going to be a superstar, this kid. That's his second try. Beautiful run. Got on the outside of his men. Explosive speed. One thing you can't buy, Pete, that you and I never had. Speed off the mark. And Queensland, they stretch out their lead and open the scoring in the second half.
Yeah, good player, this number 7. Both number 7s destined for long careers in the NRL. Kyle Flanagan for New South Wales, Jake Clifford for Queensland. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if we saw Jake Clifford in the North Queensland Cowboys side at the back end of this season.
They have a nice little bloke to tutor him up there, a bloke named Jonathan Thurston.
Well,
that'd help.
That's it, Blocker, isn't it? I mean, no Michael Morgan for the end of the season. Finals are beyond them now.
Put the kid in.
Give him 6 or 7 games playing with JT.
Give him a lick.
See how he goes.
Yeah, I think you go all right too, just watching him here this afternoon. But I suppose they don't want to rush him too quick. But, mate, given what's happened to the North Queensland Cowboys this season, before a ball had been kicked, I had them right up there. I had them premiership winners. Unfortunately, they've had a lot of injuries. Here's the kick at goal and strikes it beautifully.
Look at that. Jake Clifford. 18 points to 6. Queensland in front of New South Wales. The Blues with a big drop in front of them now, trailing by the 2 converted tries in a tight contest here at Suncorp Stadium.
And Peter, you know, if they did put him in with Jonathan Thurston, put young Clifford at 5'8", you can make people miss, and you can just shovel off the football and just steer him around, ease your way into it if they want to give him a little bit of a crack. He's a good player.
Horsburgh. Good run from him. He's been impressive. The Queensland lock forward. Big Tino. Got a text message before from D. Thanks for watching our coverage. Said you enjoy saying Tino for Suamela Aoi's name. Well,
yeah. Well, I think I'll just leave that to you. There's another error. Here we go.
A mistake. This could be a turning point. New South Wales on the front foot.
Well, again, it's Carrington that loses a football in the tackle. New South Wales with 3 in that tackle. There's some solid defence there. Back slammed.
Josh Carr driven down. Now Zeri. He's a player you want to see the ball in hand a lot more, though. On this occasion, Shibasaki drives him into the ground. But he's an elusive player, is Bronson Zeri. So is this man in Robson, Reece Robson. Brayley. New South Wales on the front foot. Flanagan, nice ball. Well handled, though, the Queensland defence. New South Wales on the front foot, looking to hit back. Rodwell plays it. There's a kick off legs from Brayley. Still the last. Kick across fields. Will go dead.
Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. The kick across field too. It's a game of centimetres. It was rushed that time to kick. Good defence there from Queensland, protecting their line. New South Wales needed to come away with some points there, and they couldn't do it. Great stuff from the Queenslanders.
Certainly was. Good play, Queensland, as far as defence is concerned, but Flanagan and Zeri look like the two likely types to get New South Wales right back into it here, Blocker. You just want to see the young winger in jersey number 4 for New South Wales get some good early ball.
Yeah, the other thing too, Pete, in the first half they were able to mount a bit of pressure through some line dropouts and everything. It's all about pressure in this game. A couple of kicks have gone dead in goal. New South Wales had their first chance of the second half, kicked the ball dead in goal. And there's a nice little slot kick there from the half-back. Pappenhausen at the back can't clean up. And some great chase and great defence there from Queensland.
Yeah, he did very well there, did Jake Clifford.
Just a little bit of a bobble at the back here for New South Wales.
Got that awkward bounce, didn't he? It just didn't know whether it was going to sit up. It just kept it going away from him, Pappenhausen.
Tell you what I do like there. Just have a look at that, the picture of the chase. That showed a lot of enthusiasm. 5 Queenslanders around Pappenhausen. That's a good sign there for them.
So Queensland in front. Still plenty of time for New South Wales to hit back. Mahoney. Here's Lamb, who's out there now for Queensland. Lachlan Lamb, jersey number 14, came on a minute or so ago. The son of Adrian Lamb. Allen. Wilshire for the line scores. Kurt Wilshire scores the try, and Queensland will go further in front. Nice lead-up play, Blocker, from Clifford to Allen to Wilshire, and they're in.
Well, they got the New South Welshmen for numbers, and then again a couple of arm grabbers, a second man play. And just have a look at the try again. The decoy runners, they're the special players here. They look like they're going to get the football, the ball out the back. Your man Corey Allen comes in. There's extra man. The catch and pass on the outside. Got them for numbers. And that is just a powerful run. They can't stop them. Queensland, even with more confidence now, go right in front of New South Wales, 22 points to 6. Who would have thought? It's been a wonderful effort. An important kick here to make it 24 to 6.
And keep it at that 3 converted try margin. Jake Clifford, he's been perfect with the boot so far tonight. Lining this one up.
Well, they're going to show some bottle now, haven't they, New South Wales? Behind on the scoreboard by a large margin. This is where you got to dig deep and not sit back and wait for someone else to do something. You got to do it yourself. Be interested to see the reaction now from New South Wales. Here's the kick.
Kick from Clifford. Makes no mistake. 4 from 4 for him. Queensland 24, New South Wales 6. And the under-20s origin. There's another look at the try.
It's a special play there from Corey Allen with the Brisbane Broncos, the fullback. Beautiful touch, nice hands, catch and pass. Queensland in again.
And New South Wales to kick off. Queensland coming off their line yet again. Sam Johnston driven back in the tackle. There's a good indication from New South Wales. Needing to aim up in defence.
He's a big boy, Johnson, isn't he? The number 16 for Queensland. Had a fair bit of impact since he's come on the footy field.
Good play the ball there from Tristan Saylor. Oh, tackle had to be made there on Allen. Queensland looking just to up the ante there. Matheson Johns making the tackle. Lamb throwing a dummy before being wrapped up there. Robson was the first one in there in the tackle, and Big Gula in over the top. Finishes Lamb off. Mahoney kicking for the corner. It's going to stay in the field of play.
Gee, that's a clever kick too. They're just pinning New South Wales in the corners. Finds the grass. Mahoney, it was that time, just skipped out from dummy half, the right footer. Pappenhouse had to clean up at the back for New South Wales.
24-6, Queensland in front. The under-20s origin here at Suncorp Stadium. Peter Basoldis and Stephen Roach with you. Hope you've enjoyed not only tonight's game, but also too all the other games that we've brought to you across the series. The under-18s went down to the wire. New South Wales winning that one. The New South Wales residents winning the curtain raiser on game 2. The kick pressure from Queensland on the New South Wales halves has been very good tonight.
Been unbelievable. I mean, it would have been highlighted by Justin Hodges to say that Flanagan has had a good kicking game, but it's all right to tell the players you've got to go out there and do it, but they've been brilliant at putting pressure on him.
Shibasaki.
Just those little things you've got to do in games that, you know, a lot of people don't notice. The kick chase, kick pressure, diving on loose balls, speed out of dummy half, pushing up around the ball runner. Just the little things that a lot of people don't notice. They've done it well, Queensland.
Big Tino. Now Mahoney really changed the game. Mahoney sharp out of dummy half, and there's the smart kick for the corner, giving the forwards a rest. And the scrum to pack down, and these are tough meters now for New South Wales. We've got a quarter of the game left.
Yeah, Brimson it is. Just taking a little bit of a back seat in this game of footy. Clifford has probably been the star, but Brimson, just the organisational skills there. The kick from first receiver, finds touch. Just a little dab there. New South Wales look up and they go, hello, we've got 90 to go here. 90 metres, that is, to get up the other end of the field.
New South Wales coming off their own line through Zeri. Need a penalty here, New South Wales, or something. A 40-20 maybe. Just something to turn the tide of the game. It's almost getting to the stage where they can't afford just to have, well, this is nice, but just get to the last and kick downfield, and there's the mistake.
Well, they haven't been able to get to their kick. Some stinging defence there from the Queenslanders, but as you said, New South Wales have got to find something, mate. Who's it going to be? Who's going to provide that spark that you need in big games?
Fasua Malaawi plays it. Mahoney goes short on this occasion. Johnston plays it. Lamb. He's got a big name, Tino, Fasua Malaawi, and he's got a high work rate as well.
A good player. We'll see a lot of him.
Played in the under-18s origin. AJ Brimson looks to chime in. He'll get up and play it after he was wrapped up. Allen. Lamb. Brought down 9 metres away from the line. This is the last. They'll look for a repeat set here, Queensland. No, they'll look for more than that. They'll get a try. Queensland are in. And it's Tristan Saylor, the son of Wendell, scores the try
Well,
he likes that one. 28-6 kick to come.
Well, it's Jake Clifford that just sees the winger just caught in field in no man's land, gets the ball on the outside. Sailor hogs his sideline there. And you can't get caught in no man's land like that when you've got a bloke who can sum situations up as quick as Clifford. He's had a whale of a game. Far and away the best player on the field. And again, another try assist. The pass on the outside. And Sailor, a famous name. I reckon Wendell wouldn't be pumping the chest. Good on him. Great try to Queensland.
Yeah. Terrific stuff from Tristan Sailor. Now, Blocker, I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that the under-18s origin last year, Tristan Slater scored a try. Now, he scored one tonight. That means he has more tries in Queensland colours than his old man.
Do you reckon he'd be rubbing it in a little bit?
Oh,
How many tries did Wendell get for Queensland?
1 in 12.
No. Terrible strike rate.
One try in 12 games. You'll say there was a few try assists. Wendell Sailor, I'm just giving his stats here now.
What a wonderful player he was too, Wendell Sailor. Can't believe he only got one try in 12 origins. That's what he was put out there for to score.
I made a mistake there, Blocker.
Thank you. I'm sure you did.
It's one try in 14 origins.
Oh, that's even worse. Let's get him on the line. Have we got anyone that can ring him up or anything? Hey?
He'll tell us it's a good one.
At least he got over the stripe, mate. I got none in 17.
5 from 5 of the boot with Jake Clifford making no mistake with that. Another tricky one, 30 points to 6. Queensland in front of New South Wales, in control of the under-20s origin.
Well, they've left their run a little bit late. And Queensland have come out in the second half, and after leading 12 points to 6 at half-time, has really put the foot down. They've almost, well, they have. They've put the New South Welshmen to the sword here.
Rain falling in Brisbane. Here's a kick from inside the 40, but he's just drilled it straight down the middle there, has Clifford. Well, New South Wales need something to happen, and they need it to happen fast. Here's Brian too. That rain is probably the heaviest it's been all day.
Well, the game's got away from him, Pete, for a brilliant performance from Clifford. Been involved in everything. I think we've got another superstar coming through, mate.
Paul Green is probably, if he's not down here watching the game tonight, he'll be watching this coverage right now, and I'm sure Blocker, he'll be very, very happy with what he is seeing from his number 7. Send us a text, Greenie, if you are watching, and give us a score out of 10 or what you think your halfback is having at the moment.
Well, I don't think it would surprise him. He would have been watching this kid for a long, long time, so I don't think this is a one-off. I think he's been doing this for a long, long time in junior league. It's great to see the talent out here on display. Queensland have been far too good. It just looks like it's just meant a little bit more to them than New South Wales. They look very sluggish in the second half.
Good run there. This is all the backs here for Queensland. To Alangi, then on the back of it, Tristan Sailor. Nearly called him Wendell then. Tristan Sailor. AJ Brimson kicks downfields. Nice kick. Splits the fullback and winger. And good chase as well, Blocker. They're sticking to their task.
No, they've done well, Peter. I mean, you know, it's been a highlight of their game too. They're just the ability to put pressure on kickers, and also the kick chase has been excellent.
Certainly has. Here's O'Hagan. Coming off their own line, New South Wales. Quarter of an hour remaining.
Well, it just goes to show it just doesn't happen for you. You've got to do all those big things and get stuck into the game. New South Wales trying to play a little bit of catch-up now and move the football around. Haven't had much ball in the second half here.
Well, here's an opportunity for them, O'Hagan, but Queensland cover defence coming across. Geraghty was the man who initially made the tackle. Wilshire there as well. They've got numbers here, New South Wales. Matheson Johns can't find his winger, although now they put it on the toe. And, it's going to be a change over here, the last tackle. And they're coming together again.
Ladies are getting a little bit restless. You can do what you like when the scoreline is that far ahead. Pappenhausen was put on notice there by Corey Allen. Hit him just after the ball had been kicked through. So I think you might find it might be a penalty to New South Wales there. Pretty ordinary play there from Allen.
14 minutes left. There is the New South Wales bench. Looking very frustrated. What might have been, Block, if you go back to the first 15 minutes of the game and New South Wales had all the ball on Queensland's line,
yeah,
and they couldn't cross the stripe.
Well, it didn't start off well for Queensland too, with the young fellow that we've been mentioning so much, and Jake Clifford kicked the ball out in the first kick of the game. But geez, composed, he pulled himself back together and has been a superstar here. Been very impressed with Horsburgh too, the lock forward, Corey Horsburgh from the Canberra Raiders. I just don't think it'll be long before we see him and getting a first-grade jumper. He's been highly impressive.
He certainly has been. And this man as well mustn't be all that far away from getting a call up to the Broncos as well. And big number 8, and Thomas Flegler. You'd like him, Block. I was talking to some of the Queensland coaching staff, and those that have worked with him at the Broncos and at Wynnum said he just loves hitting blokes, loves the contact. And I mean the legal type of hitting.
Oh, of course
tackling.
You do, Peter. You're not allowed to get away with that sort of stuff anymore, mate. It's not the 80s.
But he gets the eyeballs rolling, if you know what I mean.
Oh, good. He's a psycho.
Pappenhouse. It's good to be working with one of the best.
Yeah, the old eyes rolled back into the back of the head. I think Gordon Tallis was probably the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
Hope he's watching. He'd be very proud of this Queensland 20 side, I can tell you.
I'm sure
The Raging Bull.
I'm sure he will be watching. He would have found a corporate gig or two as well, no doubt.
He likes a dollar.
Here they go, New South Wales again through Brayley. And a penalty coming. Well, Ryan Pappenhausen just best leaving Thomas Flegler alone after what we've just been saying there. He's taken the angry pills, has Pappenhausen. Just don't get involved. Just leave him alone.
Right, you got to know when to hold him and when to fold him, and know who to fight.
25 away. The Blues on the front foot until that knock on, and now Brimson looks set to head downfield, but is stopped after that mistake. Now Shibasaki.
Just looks like they've wanted a little bit more, Peter, here this evening, especially to start off the second half. They had a lot of ball, Queensland. Some smart play. The left-hand defence of New South Wales has been brittle. They haven't got off their line and put some pressure on. Queensland have been far better in all the little areas of the game.
You can really put the icing on the cake here, Queensland. Clifford again. You anticipate something to happen when he's got the ball. This ball's going to stay in the field of play. Sailor just misses.
We had a great story today. I did a thing with Billy Moore earlier when he made his debut at 20 for Queensland. They've chipped and chased here to start it. They get a penalty anyway, but his first game, and he was.
Oh, hang on. 10 in the bin for, is that big Thomas Flegler who's been given his marching orders?
He's gone. Anyway, he's making his debut and he sits next to Peter Jackson, the great Peter Jackson, a great mate of ours, not with us any longer, and he put his hand on his shoulder and he said, welcome to the brotherhood. Now go out there and prove you deserve the jumper. I loved it.
Brilliant.
Loved it.
You're right, Blocker, someone we all miss.
Oh.
Peter Jackson. And what a player Jacko was as well.
Yeah, he's a great player, Jacko. Such a shame. Well, here we are anyway, the under-20s, 12-6 at half-time in favour of Queensland. And they've come out in the second half and they've blown New South Wales off the park.
Can the Blues end this contest strongly? It's 13 against 12. 10 metres away from the line. Brayley, Flanagan, inside pass they go. And Big Gula gets up and plays it. Brayley, knocked back there by O'Hagan. Pappenhausen, he's put on the deck there. Brayley, O'Hagan, off legs, and he's just managed to hang on to that one, Harry Grant, diving on the ball.
He knocked that on there. Ball was spinning on the ground. Hello. Anyway, the game's gone. New South Wales again struggle to get to their end of their set and put some pressure on.
Beau Fermor, Newcastle Knight plays it. Emmett Shibazaki. In fact, look, he looks like a young Justin Hodges, the number 3 for Queensland.
Yeah, well,
I was trying to think who he reminds me of.
yeah, I bet you he hopes he's half the player Hodges was.
Oh, what another good player.
What a thorn in our side. Late in the tackle count penalty too. Brimson takes the tap. He takes off.
AJ Brimson. They eventually turn and make the tackle. 8.5 minutes left. Carrigan. Pat Carrigan, the captain, gets up and plays it.
And New South Wales haven't bothered the scoreboard attendant in the second half. It's been all Queensland. They haven't scored, New South Wales. Look very flat at the moment.
Corey Allen plays it. Harry Grant, Carrigan, a metre away from the line. Big back line stretched out to the right for Queensland. They go that way. And why wouldn't you? Because Clifford's there. Quick hands, Lamb, Wilshire over the top. And it's going to be forced in goal.
Well, you know what I do like about Queensland? They've chanced their hand in the second half. You mentioned it a few times. The left-hand side of New South Wales defence has been pretty ordinary. Trying to throw the ball over the top. Did he make it back in the field of play? It might have been a little bit of a tough call, that one.
He might have blocked it, but it was probably almost a reverse double movement where the ball was forced and then went in the field of play again.
Well, at least they're trying something too. The short kick-off or line drop out there from New South Wales. The bloke you want with the football in his hands, Clifford, been outstanding.
Almost accelerated through half a hole then. Lamb, Carrigan. 7 minutes remain. There is Lachlan Lamb again. Now Grant, Carrigan. Turns his back into the defence, but Kafusi there to make a good tackle. Harry Grant with a little bit of a dummy and a go from dummy half. Brimson kicking. Shibasaki wants it. There's a knock on, and that'll be a try to AJ Brimson. No, they're going to say penalty.
Well, what are they going to penalise him for here? It was two who messed the in-goal area up. Little kick there from Brimson.
Well, he was entitled to make the play at 2 because you would have thought he had the ball. How's the defender meant to know that the winger had knocked it on?
Yeah, a little bit of luck that time for New South Wales, but it's all too late. 6 to go in this game of footy. I want to hope that they can finish it off with at least some sort of score in the second half.
Haller plays it. Here they go now, New South Wales. O'Hagan. That's good work defensively too, does Jake Clifford. Johns. Carrigan tackles him. Brayley, Flanagan, the two Sharks combined. Man, with the ball here, Tague Wilton has probably been one of New South Wales' best tonight. He's looked dangerous nearly every time he's touched the football. Some strong runs, Blocker, the big number 17.
Well, the Queenslanders, they haven't ball watched. They haven't stood around and watched New South Wales play. The speed of the line has been excellent. And there's a result they might need here. They needed that early in the second half. Couldn't come away with any repeat sets. Late in the second half now, 4.5 minutes to go. They get the repeat set, but it's all too late.
Under 5 minutes remaining in the under-20s origin. Peter Basoldis and Stephen Roach with you. Queensland are going to win the under-20s origin for the first time ever.
Yeah, it's an amazing effort there from these guys. They would have been under the pump mentally before the game, and it looked like they've had a good couple of days in camp with their coach, Justin Hodges, who understands all about winning State of Origin games. They've done well, the young fellows.
There's a big dropout in the wet, 55 on the fly. And the big man, Emre Gula, running it up. Hasn't stopped trying. The big number 10. Speaking of big, there's Haller. Look forward to seeing his progression at the Raiders. Brayley, Gula, O'Hagan. Pappenhausen kicks. Allen gets the ball and just jogs it dead.
He's been good too. I know we've been giving plenty of mentions to the halves in Brimson and Clifford. Corey Allen has been excellent. Look at that. Got on his bike. They saw that he was up in the line, or virtually up in the line, to kick in and behind. As the rain comes down a little bit heavier now. Let's hope it doesn't, well, really harm the open style of football that I'm expecting in Origin 3.
Dropout coming. New South Wales haven't scored a point in the second half. Watch the bounce here. Oh, he did well there in the end, did Brian too. That bounce could have gone anywhere. 3 minutes left on the clock. And New South Wales register some points in this half.
And just have a look at them all waiting for the next play. There was a half break there. No one pushing up around the ball.
Gula, O'Hagan goes short with the defence. Comes in, makes the tackle on Johns. Here's Emre Gula again getting involved, Blocker, as Flanagan's got it. Flanagan kicking. And another repeat set coming.
Well, where was this early in the second half? I know they didn't have much ball. It was all Queensland. They had the ball for at least 20 minutes in that second half to start it off. New South Wales battled to get down the other end, but now they've forced 3 line dropouts, but all too late. Good kicking game there from Flanagan, but the scoreline and the scoreboard has just ticked over. And they will be deserved winners, the Queenslanders.
And well done to Justin Hodges, Lottie DeKiri, Scott Prince, and the management team of this Queensland side. And Paul Dyer and Mitch Constance. I'm sure after many years of trying at the under-20s origin, they'll all be extremely happy to finally break their duck, Blocker.
They'll be that happy. I mean, they've been trying. It's amazing. Just keep hanging in there and try and get that pathways going. There's a try.
Oh, that's nice work.
New South Wales to finish it off.
Terrific work there by New South Wales. And scoring the try is Billy Smith, a consolation try with 90 seconds left on the clock. Some good ball movement, good hands, and the winger finishes it off nicely in Billy Smith.
Yeah, nice and fast and flat. Look at all the players in motion here. A wonderful pass on the outside. It's Saylor that gets caught in field. Billy Smith, famous name there. What a great dragon he was, Billy Smith. Goes over for the try, a minute left. And far too late response here from the New South Welshman, but they do get the try to finish off the game.
Queensland 30, New South Wales 10. Kick to come for the Blues. Into the final minute, we'll hardly have time for the kick-off. 30 seconds left. Queensland are going to win the under-20s Origin. There's some great talent on display from both teams tonight. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. Here's the kick coming around, and it's there. Great kick to finish things off. And that's all we'll have time for. Full time in the under-20s Origin. And history has been made because it's the first time that Queensland has won the under-20s Origin, defeating New South Wales by 30 points to 12. Queensland 30, New South Wales 12. Steve Roach, your final thoughts on this one?
Oh, Pete, they deserve their win. There's no doubt about that. They went into half-time, 12 points to 6. They really dominated in the second half. Some wonderful stuff there. We mentioned him a lot in the coverage, and deservedly so. Jake Clifford scored the try, but New South Wales left defence, got stripped of numbers a couple of times on the outside pass there. Allen to score again for Queensland. It was late in the second half when New South Wales finally scored, but Queensland, again, the cutout pass there from Clifford for Saylor to score. He'll be happy about that. And what a wonderful display of footy. I really enjoyed the 3 games that we've done this season. Peter, thanks for having me, mate. Let's hope it happens again next year. But a wonderful win to the 20s from the Queensland.
Yeah, Blocker, it's been outstanding to be able to broadcast these games and for people to watch them right across the country. There's been a big team that's helped put them all together. Thank you very much for everyone for their assistance. We've had a lot of fun bringing you these curtain raisers to the 3 Origins. The Origin series themselves have been great games. So have these. Well done to New South Wales on winning the under-18s in Melbourne ahead of Game 1. And New South Wales residents in winning the annual Residents Clash in Sydney in Game 2. And well done to Queensland tonight in defeating New South Wales in the under-20s Origin. On behalf of all of the team here at Suncorp Stadium, enjoy Origin 3, and we look forward to your company again some stage throughout the 2018 season. Well done, Queensland, on their victory tonight.